Hey everybody, Roadmap by Mel, episode 7, day 7, Sunday night, and it's a moment of celebration. I have done this 7 days in a row. Woohoo! Which is a big deal for me. I'm happy. I'm happy that I've stuck to it for 7 days. As painful as this is, it's progress. It's getting a little easier. I didn't get mine last night downloaded. I had some internet issues, so it's not, or I'm sorry, uploaded. I'll get that uploaded tonight. So then we'll have all 7 episodes for the week, and things are looking pretty good. So let's talk about my week a little bit. I've had some good successes. I can't say I've had any disappointments. When it comes to, as far as the FBA, I'm still waiting on notification that they're shipping it. I believe they were going to do that around the end of this week, next week, so I should probably be hearing about that any day, which means I'm going to say 7 to 10 days I'll probably have my product in the stores, which I'm really excited about doing that. So that's still waiting patiently on that. So let's talk about some of my successes. What's went well? My Instagram has gone well. I'm seeing followers. Although that's not my primary intention. My intention is to learn Instagram, figure out how to get out there and communicate with the community and serve the community and help other people with information that I might have to help them. And I think I've done a good job with that so far. It's been a success. Something else that's been a success, as I may or may not have mentioned, I dance. I do West Coast Swing. And I go typically on Friday nights. I do a lesson with the community, and we have a social dance. And for the first time in 2 years, I had 3 different leads tell me, or not leads, but 3 different follows tell me that I was doing a really good job at leading, which is that was really positive. I was excited about that. I dance, and I don't do it for the I don't do it so I can get validated because I don't know. I'm getting better. That's the whole thing. My goal in life is just to get a little bit better every day. I am doing that. I'm getting better every day in my dance. But this was a good week when it comes to that because I had some really good positive feedback. And it's always good to get positive feedback now and then. Wouldn't you agree with that? So what else is going good? I have a commitment to an apartment. I'm moving out of my house. I have been here 20 years. That has been a challenge going through all my stuff, 20 years of stuff going through that and the attachments that go along with that. And gosh, today I cleaned out, I think it went through 8 boxes of books, and I'm literally getting rid of 7 of them. Out of those 8 boxes, there's only 1 box that I'm going to keep. So that's tough. I've always loved books. The other side of that, and part of my growth, is I'm learning that, what good is a book if it's going to be on the shelf? You're just hanging on to it for other reasons. Well, maybe I'll read it. Well, if I wanted to read it, I would have already read it, or I have already read it and I don't need it. There's a few of them that I'm keeping, but I'm getting rid of a lot of them. I'm getting rid of 7 books. So I'm excited about that. I'm moving into a little 2-bedroom apartment. I'm moving out of my bigger house. I will be the first time in, I want to say 25 years, maybe 30 years, 30 years that I have lived by myself, which I'm excited about that. I can come home to just my place. And while I love my family, I love my kids, I'm ready to have a place of my own. I'm ready to have my bachelor pad, so to speak. It's my space where I can set up an office and a studio, do better videos. That's one of the things I want to do. As I get better and better, I also want to be able to produce better and better because I'm in this for the long term. It's a goal. So what else went well? I started running again. Ran Thursday night, that was positive. I've really, there for a while I was taking really good care of myself, running, working out, eating well, Some of that stuff has slipped. My eating needs to come, kind of get better again. But I'm working on that. So let's see. What else went well? It's been a good week. I think overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to have to say this week was a 7. So I'm pretty happy with it. So how's your week been? What have you done this week to improve your life? What have you done this week to get you out of your little box? So I was listening today. I just got done with, I've listened to 2 books this week. The first one I finished listening to was Crushing It. And then the second one is I listened to As a Man Thinketh by Gary Allen. Little tiny book. You can read it in probably about 2 hours. It's a pretty easy read. If you're a fast reader, maybe even less. It's just the audio version is an hour long. And so a good book talking about what we think. And I think one of the reasons I started reading it is I saw a posting on it. And I got to thinking, I've read that book before. I'm just going to plug that in and listen to it again. It was a good book. We take for, sometimes we forget about some of those basics, like what are you thinking? You are who your character is. There's a lot of things about that little book that I like. So started reading another book, which, I think it wasn't even to a little bit, and I started having a lot of good thoughts. One of the things that I thought about today is that, there's a lot of enemies to our success. And I started thinking about all those enemies. And, probably different for everybody. One of my enemies is having a good job. And while it provides me the financial resources to pursue other dreams, it's also easy to get in the attitude like, hey, I got a good job, I'm making good money, I don't have to work that hard at pursuing my dreams. Somebody, if they were hungry, they're going to work harder, I believe, than maybe I have in the past. And it's one of those excuses that I've had to work on, not allowing that to be an excuse, realizing that the good money that I make is almost an enemy and detrimental to my success. So I've got to learn to turn that around, and part of turning that around is using that as the financial resource. But the good thing also about it is that it provides, because of the hours and the stress, provides huge motivation for me to get out of there, so that I don't have to be doing that kind of work the rest of my life. It's hard on my body. It's I like to say a lot of stress. I don't want to, not to say that there's not going to be stress in pursuing my goals, but it's a little different kind of stress. It's good stress because it's my stress, and it's stress that I'm willing to go through it. So what's the enemies to your success? I could also think of enemies to success, others. What about a spouse or kids or others that tend to want to pull you away? Maybe you've got a small child in the house. So, well, I don't have small kids anymore. I remember those days where they need a lot of attention. So that can be an enemy to your success. And some of those things are choices too. You can't necessarily, if you've got a small child, you have to have the responsibility of raising that child and taking care of it and doing what you've got to do to be a good parent. So you've got to have that balance, find that balance. And so I want to encourage you to do that. But I want you to encourage as I wrap this week up, what I want to encourage you to do is, what are the enemies of your success? What are the things going on in your life that are keeping you from pursuing your dreams? Is it yourself? Is it the fact that I know for me, even this week, many times, I've had that thought, like, why am I doing this? This is stupid. This is stupid, stupid, stupid. The thing I realize is it's easy to focus on, like doing this video right here. It's easy to focus on, look at all the people that aren't going to like this. Yeah, there's going to be some people that they're going to go, hey, this is stupid. It's dumb. I'm not going to follow this guy. Well, great. Thank you for coming by and viewing it. But there's other people that I believe are going to be able to listen to this and go, man, if that guy can do it, I can do it. If he can get out of his box at 57, I can get out of my box at 43, or I can get out of my box, or maybe you're 19 and you go, man, I don't want to be that guy at 50. I don't want to be that guy. I better get off my butt and get busy. So, hopefully I'm an encouragement to you. And that's why I'm here. I'm here for that 1 or 2 people or 3 or whatever, however many it is, that can find encouragement and edification and find pieces of wisdom or whatever it takes to get out of your box and go pursue your dreams, whatever your dreams may be. So I want to say thank you. Week 1 out of the way. I appreciate your support. I appreciate everything you're doing. Please, again, subscribe and have a blessed day. Bye.